Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
Viral, go viral.
But just to add on to that, like, that's why, like, that's why you got, like, dudes, like, you know, like, they'll be so focused on the money aspect of it. But let's be real, man. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, motherfuckers ain't really even getting no money. Yeah. $1 million ain't shit
no
today.
Yeah, they ain't no money.
Like, come on, my nigga. Like, stop it. Like, let's be real about this shit. Like, because like you said, we got to get it together, man. Like, again, like, I want to shout my son out, Royal Flush, too. That's my brother, too. His birthday just passed.
I've been trying to, I'm going to get Flush in here.
That's my brother, man.
I saw Flush, and you know what I said, though?
I'm with Flush every day.
Look, when I saw Flush, you could ask Flush. He came to one of my showcases. He was with Black Poets. So I'm like, okay. Black Poet, you know what I'm saying?
That's another one. Yeah. But but that's another one. But let me make this point real quick, because this is something people gotta know, man. Especially the hip hop, so-called hip hop generation, right? Like, I've been around billionaires, man. I done hung out with Richard Branson, my nigga. Like, that nigga's a billionaire, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't went out with niggas like that. And you know what always astounded me? Like, and I got people who rock with Ben Horowitz. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the dude who helped. He invested in Spotify. Like, these is dudes that's holding paper. Like, and when I was around Richard Branson, like, the thing that astounded me the most is, yo, he never talked about money. Yeah. He never talked about money, because in their minds, money represents something totally different. Exactly. And until you understand what that means, you ain't even gonna get no money.
What I always say to y'all,
about that shit.
If you could count your money, you broke.
Yeah, but see, the thing with us is, the thing with us is, like, I used to do certain things because it I used to do things with money because it represented something to me.
Success and
like, you had to look a certain way. You had the
status quo.
Like, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. But when you start realizing, like, yo, that's not what it's about. Like, you don't get into that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not. We spend money that we don't have to impress people we don't even like.
That don't like us. True. What do I say to y'all? Niggas go to the strip club, throw money on stripping for other niggas.
Exactly.
Niggas I fuck with that got money, like, they don't even be, like, if you seen them, like, you wouldn't even think they are who they are, man. Like, my son right here, just because my son is behind the camera, like, you don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my son right here, like, you don't even know who he is. Like, you'll just look at him and you'll just see them in a t-shirt and jeans. Yo, those be the dudes that make shit happen.
You know what I told them? Look,
like, approaching them the right way could change your fucking life.
Trash. What did Steve Jobs wear?
Exactly.
What does Bill Gates wear?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, a broke nigga wanna wear Gucci hat, Gucci fucking.
Cause he likes he feels good, and he thinks it makes him look good making another motherfucker rich. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that is consumed hip hop so much. Not hip hop, rap. Yeah. Cause again, like I said, I'm not here to be on a negative note. Like, and I don't even want to speak on it because I don't even feel like that. Right now in my life, I feel good, man. Yeah. Like, I haven't felt this good in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm active, you know, I feel good, I feel great, my pen game is crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that in a healthy way, because everybody should feel themselves. When you stop feeling yourself, that's a problem. That's when you broke. You can have all the money in the world, but when you stop feeling yourself, you fucking broke. I don't have all the money in the world, but I'm wealthy as a motherfucker, because I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm saying?
What did you see in damn, Ayatollah, Capone Noriega, Scram Jones?
It's a great question.
What did you see in them? Because niggas don't put niggas on unless they could fuck them around. What made you fuck with them?
Me is like, I always say, like, again, I'm gonna say this about there's a few MCs out there that I really consider to be like phenomenal. Nas is one of them. Jay is one of them when he's on his shit. It's a few out. Jadakiss is just phenomenal to me. Like, you got, and I'm never fearful in giving another man his credit and his due. You know what I'm saying? And again, I like to reiterate that. When I don't take nothing from myself as an MC either. I put that work in, hard body, but another one of my greater talents is that I can recognize talent, even when it's in its like embryonic stages, when nobody else could see it. It might be in a person's personality. Like if I take time to talk to you, like not to take it like, oh, Tragedy's talking to me, but you should really adhere to that because like I don't just talk to motherfuckers. Like my friends will tell you, like if I'm quiet, that means I'm not really fucking with you.
Exactly.
You ain't got nothing that I see. So even if I say anything to you, like that means something. So when I see something in somebody, like I don't know what it is, like I can look at a person and I'll see a certain quality in them, and I'm like, yo, if I could bring, I'm a scientist. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, if I could bring that out, if I could extract that shit and magnify that shit, you know what I'm saying? I could make this shit, like, my mind just starts clicking, you know what I'm saying? So, with Capone and them, like, Capone initially was like the lyricist out of the group. His lyricism was more like, you know what I'm saying? He had more intricacy to his lyrics, and it was more like, you know, he was deeper with his shit. Nori was more of an energy. Nori was more of a charismatic energy. You know what I mean? And initially I saw that energy and I saw that lyricism and I was like, that makes the great contrast. That makes a beautiful balance. With Ayatollah, his first initial beats, they were so hard, but they were so undeveloped. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna buy this little motherfucker MP.
He said that you bought him his first shit too.
I said, I'm gonna go buy this little motherfucker MP, man. Let me go, come on, let's go to the music store and go get you a fucking MP.
Sam Ash.
That's exactly where we went. That's where we went. On Queens Boulevard.
They don't know nothing about that.
Because it's funny, because he worked there, so he got a discount. So we copped the MP, and you know, he took off. You know what I'm saying? And with Scram, again, with Ayatollah, Ayatollah had like soul in his shit. He just didn't know how to put it together yet. And I would always tell him like, yo, you gotta like finesse that. You need your own rhythm. Cause his beats would be like boom, bagat, boom, boom, bagat. But the shit he would put under it would be so soulful. And I'm like, yo, he knows what to feel, but he needs to find out how to make you feel it. Like, cause I can tell what he's feeling, but it's just not. He doesn't know how to express it.
It's not coming through.
It's not coming through. So with that, that's all he.
Fat Booty. That's when it was like, all right.
That's when he took off.
He understood. He understood.
You know what I'm saying?
My life too.
Exactly.
He understands.
And he understood. And with Scram Jones, when I met Scram was, don't get it fucked up. Scram was already kind of doing his own little thing. And it's funny because the first person I brung Scram Jones to was Havoc.
Wow.
And it was like, I don't really have the time right now, you know what I'm saying, to really fuck with him like that, cause I'm on my own thing right now. So I say, you know what, I'm gonna bring him to Have, cause you can't keep making this shit forever, and it'd be good to have somebody alongside of you that you can kind of feed off of with, just like me right now. The MCs that I'm around in a circle, niggas is assassins. So it's like when I'm around them, I'm like, oh, you're not.
They all from Queens?
Well, yeah, like most of them are. Some of them from Brooklyn too. So it's like, for me, it's like, yo, you know what? I can't be around these motherfuckers and get beat up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers will beat you up if you slipping. Like, you got Starving, you got Flush, you got Sean P, like you got Illa G. Like, them niggas is nice.
And if you slip,
you gonna
sound crazy on the record.
It's like a secret society.
Gladiator sport.
Exactly. It's like, yo, you gonna get in the room and everybody gonna pull out their sword and your sword is dull and everybody gonna start swinging and you gonna have the dull sword and your head's gonna get chopped off.
Black Market Militia.
Yes.
What made you do that project?
I did that project because to me it was like, at that particular time, everybody was like, you know, nobody was making any conscious records. And like, that's always gonna be a part of me. I sprinkle it a little in my shit, where if you swift, even if you don't catch it, you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is Dinars? What is he talking about?
It's a jewel in there.
And then you might go back and look up what Dinars was, and it might lead you to Muammar Gaddafi and assassination of Muammar Gaddafi, and Muammar Gaddafi wanting to create one African united currency, and why he didn't get murdered before, and why he get murdered when he wanted to create Dinars, which would be backed by gold. And you know, in 1971, they took, you know, gold, you know,
Federal Reserve
off the standard. You know what I'm saying? So money went off the gold standard. So once it went off the gold standard, it began to really lose its value. and in no actuality had no value at all. It was just like a promissory note with no price.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So if I got a motherfucker coming putting the gold standard back behind the dollar, that means he's gonna crush my economy. Yeah. He's gonna crush everybody's economy.
He gotta go.
He gotta go.
Yeah. And he was just over there. Look, he was just over here with them.
At the UN.
Yeah. And he spoke at the UN, and then like 2 months later, they ousted him and killed him.
But peep game though.
Go ahead.
But peep game. How he wasn't the only one talking like that.
Chavez was too.
You shot. You shot. And what happened to him?
Nothing. No, he died. Yeah, he died too. Yeah. But he didn't die immediately though. But he got sick out of nowhere.
You can't die immediately.
Yeah.
It poses too many questions.
But they got Khadafi immediately though. Like a month later, they've
been trying to line him up for years, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't his son get murdered?
Yeah.
Who did that? Come on.
Yeah.
So it just got to the point where it was like, this can't happen.
Chavez was kicking some shit too.
Why was Chavez the president? What was it? Argentina, South America,
Venezuela.
That's right. Yeah. He said all Africans must unite.
Yeah.
He's not African.
Yeah.
But he is African.
But he understands the science.
So why would he say that?
Yeah.
And then why would he be killed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so when I spit certain things in a rhyme, like I try to throw those little sparks out there. So if you look into that, you know, you might get past the shit of just sounding hard and ill and my hood shit, but that's always gonna be there. Yeah. So to answer your question, like when the Black Market Militia presented itself to me, like Priest made up the whole name and all of that. Like if somebody I'm giving them their credit and their PC. Priest made up the whole concept and basically was like, yo, I want to do what you did with CNN with us. So I said, yo, I respect Priest as an artist. Me and him both Leos, we get along. I said, yo, you know what? I'm with you. Let's do it. So, you know, me, him, Razor, and Timbo, and William Cooper, we made the project. And I always respect that project right there.
Booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You was one of the first early people talking about the New World Order and the Illuminati. Where you stand with all that today? Like, is it here? Like, do you?
Oh, this shit been here.
I mean, we know.
It's rocking right now. It's rocking. It is shaking.
What I'm saying.
It is popping right now.
Should hood niggas be worried about the Illuminati?
Man, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Hood niggas gonna die hood niggas to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm wondering.
It's like it's a fine line, but like, you know, me and my bro right here walking to the store, and I peeped some shit where I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. Like, my bro is like, yo, and now mind you, I'm gonna say something. So, mind you, my bro is a white boy. And that's not but he's blacker than a lot of motherfuckers I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's my bro, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, being past that color bullshit and that whole Matrix shit, like, he said some shit to me that was like, word. I didn't even peep it. He was like, yo, look at that. It was a female police. He said, yo, look at her eyes. I just saw Satan. And I was like, yo, this shit is real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just off a glimpse of what he caught while she was talking to somebody. And when I looked, I peeped it like, oh shit, this nigga right.
What is one of the illest things that people go for that you say, yo, y'all don't realize that y'all falling for the fuck shit?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, what's that record? There's levels to this shit, right? Yeah. It's degrees to everything, man. And you know, again, and I want to say this too, like, you know, there was a time where I would be like, yo, the police are. But as you mature and you go through life, you realize that, you know, some people are just trying to get by, and they're trying to do what they feel being right is, and it doesn't mean it's evil. Yeah. Just because it doesn't coincide with your views. Yeah. And the more you grow and learn and mature, you start to realize that. So, for me, it's like, what I try to focus on is the direct evil of shit. Yeah. Which is undeniable. Like fuck this, 100% fuck shit. Because when you, like, I done been in situations where I met police that really helped me. And I seen them help other people and really help a community. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I done been in situations where you got brothers who come in a righteous name, but yet they poison in the community.
What did I say here one day too? I said everybody who I've known with a righteous name was one of the most evil.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Yeah. Sean P said that to me the other day. That's so true. But you know what? But you know what's deep about that? And I ran into a specific rapper, man, and I still admire the brother and got a lot of respect for him. I ain't gonna blow him up like that because it's not about that all the time. But he said something to me and it bothered me, and he was like, yo, I was like, yo, peace. He was like, yo, I don't rock with that no more. And I knew what he was talking about without getting into debt. And I said, yo, what's up with that? He's like, yo, because many claim in the name, man, and they ain't really representing that. But to me, like I said, when you start to mature and you start to learn and grow, it's like, yo, man, you realize that, and this is based on a statement you said too about everybody with a righteous name. Because you got to remember, I came up in the 80s, B. I'm a 70s baby. And
if you didn't know certain shit, you got fucked up for talking.
But I wasn't God-body then. Because I didn't like the shit. You know, my people from the deep south, we came up here, you know what I'm saying? I was raised on pork chops, my nigga. Like, that's what I fuck with.
And that's the hardest shit to give up is pork.
I'm just saying, and I'm a chubby nigga, so you know, let's be real. Like, I like to eat, beloved. You know what I'm saying? I like to eat, beloved. You know what I'm saying? And I don't show no shame with that. I try to get my workout on with my boy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't follow through all the time like he do. That's why he nice and chiseled, you know. I got a little meat on my shit. Some people like it, some people don't. But anyway, look. Due to the fact that, listen, I was on that hard, like, you know, I was a bacon sandwich nigga. Like, I wake up, go get a pack of bacon, you know what I'm saying, some bogies, fry some bacon, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't even drain all the grease, my nigga. I throw some cheese on it. I was that type of nigga. So when y'all was coming with that, yo, peace, gang, I was like, yo, and like you said, everybody that came with that shit, I would just be like, yo, this nigga's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like passing me the pork chop.
Yeah, like you telling me about some, yo, God, that, but you trying to get me to sell a pack for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't add up. And one thing about me, I always had like a inner voice. Now I know what that is and what it was. And anytime I didn't listen to it, it fucked me up.
That's so true.
To me, that's the God spark. You know what I'm saying? I always had that. And I didn't know how to really look into certain things because, you know, you young. So when all that was coming, I didn't jump on that. You know, when I started opening up to it in my 30s. Why? Because it made sense. And it went outside of anybody I met. See, when you start defining your life based on, you know, people or acceptance, that's when shit gets fucked up. So I never jumped on it because everybody was on it.
And you can't feed a baby steak.
Exactly. You gotta go where like summon my. Yo, stop that shit. Stop that shit.
That was a good one.
You gotta go where summing my shit up. Like, but that's what it was. So it's like, yo, I was like, yo, you know what? One day I was in a situation, and I don't want to sound like, and again, like, my mother was, peace be upon her, my mother was, you know, hard into Catholicism because, like I said initially, remember, people will give you, if they come from the heart, they will give you, if they love you, what they feel the best is. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that shit is good for you or them. Or them in that case. Now my mother, she didn't understand a lot of things I used to try to kick to her after I came home. Because you gotta remember, I'm her baby. So when I'm like, Ma, why you got that picture on the wall? You got a white, blue-eyed Jesus. Now, does that make me anti-white? No, it just makes me pro-intelligence. How could anybody come from this particular area and look like that?
And in the Bible,
but you can't even go that deep with my moms at that time. Because she's like, yo, I did this for you, and she starts going into some other shit. So I'm like, yo, why you got that picture up there? And then her response would be like, because this is how we're taught to think. Automatically, if you're black and you question something that's been established by white supremacy, you're anti-white. No, that's not right. And that doesn't make sense. I just want shit to make sense to me and make sense to you. So she's like, yo, don't come in here with that militant pro-black shit. And I'm like, yo, listen, all right. Now when I go back to a crib sometime later, there's no picture there no more. So I'm like, Ma, what happened to your picture? And she's like, shut up, boy. You know what I'm saying? But,
don't question me.
But that's because she did the knowledge to shit. But I can't knock her because she was giving me what she felt the best was. She put me through Catholic school. Now, I grew up with a mother like that, and then my pops was Shia Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So Pops is like, when I go see Pops like, Assalamu alaikum. I'm like, walaikum salam to Allah. And he's like, yo, what's up? Come on, we gonna offer salat, because you don't make salat, you offer salat. He like, yo, I'm going to Juma, and you know what I'm saying? So I had both them worlds. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's not to say, like, you know, I'm condemning any particular religion, but at the same time, when I started growing and maturing, and I started looking into the origins of each religion, you know, and you know, like I said, I'm a scientist, so I don't just take anything on a surface level. I dig into shit. I look into shit. I try to take it apart, put it back together. So I'm like, yo, a lot of this shit is kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it comes from the same origin. Like, so I'm like, damn, like I didn't know Christianity, you know, was created by the Emperor Constantine 200 years after the death of quote unquote the so-called Jesus.
Yep.
Then when I start looking into the history of that, and then I look into the history of Muhammad and the Crusades and how, you know, Muhammad alayhi salam, how he married Khadijah, and before, you know, when he married Khadijah, that's when she had the bread. And how she supported his campaign, so he was able to go and lay his game down, to lay his foundation down. And I start taking all that in, and then I'm like, yo, you know what, man? Maybe God is just, excuse me, maybe the all. You know what I'm saying? Because God is just 3 attributes: wisdom, strength, and beauty.
Yep.
And I know whatever.
That in the rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever created us has to be more than those 3 attributes.
Yeah.
Because life is not just wisdom, strength, and beauty.
Yeah.
Life is all. And you can't add to the all, and you can't take from the all.
You know what I say to people and they fuck with them? I say, what's the highest power you know? I say, the sun. Why you don't pray to the sun?
Wow. Because the motherfuckers be like, yo, that's fucking...
Yeah, idolatry and sun worship. But, you know, without the sun, they tell us nothing will exist.
Yeah.
But you'll pray to somebody who somebody said was more powerful than the sun.
Where do you stand right now in your belief system?
My belief system, honestly, is that I don't really have a belief system.
Yeah.
I like to consider it a knowledge system.
You just know.
I know that, you know, when it's time for me to, yeah, of course, there's a higher... Listen, honestly, it's like I said, it's levels, it's degrees to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? I used to, but now I learn to keep certain things sacred to me. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But at the same time, I will answer your question. I believe that.
No, you know.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that. I believe that I know because what I do. Look, if I don't get up and make it happen, I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah.
If I sit and pray, a plate is not gonna fall out of the sky. If I'm with a female and, you know, me and her having problems, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work unless me and her communicate and figure out we want to come to a commonality and make it work. By me praying on it is not gonna make it happen.
Yeah, because you didn't communicate with the problem.
Exactly. And first and foremost, by me doing that, now I could choose to bounce or communicate. She could choose to bounce or communicate. But if we both go in separate rooms or pray together and all of that, that's not gonna make the problem go away.
But I tell people too, the fact that you believe in something carries doubt.
Yeah.
In the first place, because if I say what time is it, you say I believe.
You're not sure.
10 to 9, you're not sure. So if you say I believe in God, but do you know in God? Do you know it exists?
Exactly.
Belief always casts doubt. Yo, you gonna be there? I believe I can make it.
Yeah. It's either yes or no.
It's either yes or no. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, yo, people always ask me, how I am. Do you believe in God? And I say, why?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're gonna judge me based upon my answer.
Yeah.
Just like me if you like me or don't like me.
Exactly.
Because you got some women that say, I ain't dating you unless you believe in God.
Wow.
Well, fuck it then. Just give me some boxing, kick rocks.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta date.
But see, it get see, you drew this out. So you drew this out.
I believe I'm gonna get some pussy.
ForbesDVD.com